you were ready for it. To know what's coming, check the BBC Weather app.
The doctor at the centre of the Gosport hospital death scandal appears in public for the first time since the damning report. Dr. Jane Barton appeared outside her home with her husband, whose statement said she'd done her best for her patients.
She has always maintained that she was a hard-working, dedicated doctor, doing the best for her patients in a very inadequately resourced part of the health service.
We'll have the latest live from Gosport. Also on today's programme. Firefighters say they're facing huge challenges tackling a fire on Saddleworth Moor near Manchester. Local people are told to stay indoors.
And we noticed a new thick black plume of smoke, and then heard crackling and heard the fire, and then all this ash and the thick black smoke come tumbling down, and we couldn't breathe. I mean, it was horrendous.
Prince William meets the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah, the first royal to officially visit the Palestinian territories. Everyone over 40 in England should pay a new tax to help fund care in old age, says a new report by MPs. And comeback queen Serena Williams is seeded 25th for Wimbledon, despite being outside the top 100 after having her first child.
And coming up on BBC News, changes are expected to the England side for their final group game. They head to Kaliningrad later for tomorrow night's World Cup match against Belgium.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the BBC News at 1. The doctor who oversaw the practice of prescribing powerful painkillers at Gosport War Memorial Hospital has claimed she was working in an inadequately resourced part of the health service. Dr. Jane Barton stood next to her husband while he read out a statement on her behalf, saying she was a doctor doing the best for her patients. A damning report last week concluded that hundreds of patients had their lives shortened at the hospital in Hampshire from 1989 until 2000 as the result of the overprescription of diamorphine and other opiates. Duncan Kennedy is in Gosport this lunchtime. Duncan. The time is 16 minutes past 1. Our top story this lunchtime. The doctor at the centre of the Gosport hospital death scandal claims she did her best for her patients as she appears in public for the first time since the damning report. Still to come on the programme, a heterosexual couple win their fight at the Supreme Court for the right to have a civil partnership.
Coming up on BBC News, Serena Williams is seeded for Wimbledon, despite being outside the world's top 100 after giving birth last year. She's in at number 25.
So, Britain is basking in the hottest weather this year. Porthmadog in North Wales has recorded the highest temperature of the year so far, 30.8 Celsius to be precise. And the sweltering conditions will continue, with forecasters saying a high of 33 degrees is possible in the coming days. Our correspondent Emma Vardy is in Bangor in Northern Ireland. Emma.
Thank you very much, Ben Rich.
And just a reminder of our main story here this lunchtime. The doctor at the centre of the Gosport hospital death scandal insists she did her best for her patients as she appears in public for the first time since the damning report. And that is all from the BBC News at 1 team. It is goodbye from everybody here on BBC One. Let's join the BBC's news teams wherever you are this afternoon. Enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon. It's just after 1:30 p.m. I'm Tim Haig with the latest sports news. England have been training this morning ahead of their final World Cup group game against Belgium in Kaliningrad. Both teams already through to the last 16, of course.